Okay, so with Emiya Alter over here, Takasugi, and Sei is a mistake that I made. I didn't even realize that she wasn't on the list. I think I had her file and it just didn't go through just because of how I saved it. So I'm amending her right now. Um, yeah, so first, Emiya Alter buff. Let us see if he is moving up or not. So his mana burst got upgraded. Before it was one turn, 30% all card types. And if you, as I went through my review, if you look at all his skills, all of them are 3 attacks, 5 turns. They're all hit based. They're not fully turn based. So this was always like not good on him. It like really scuffed up his damage. Now, all of the card buffs are 3 times 3 turns. So you could MP 3 times back to back and get the full damage each time. Yeah, so single target. Before, this is always 1 turn. Granted, it was good damage for 1 turn because he had the 30% arts buff and the, I believe, 40% attack. 40% attack. Now, for all, if, as long as he is not solo, every single card he touches for 3 turns is going to have this card buff. Granted, if you're MPing a lot, arts card uptime, maybe not the highest, but I mean, his hit counts, like, he's an archer, so he's not going to be genning that many stars, but these are good quick cards. And he also gets a 30% battery on top of this. Do I think this is good enough to bump him up into A tier? No. Granted, this makes him so much better. Makes him way more consistent and way less downtime. I just don't think at MP1 he's up here. Like, granted, he's in a similar niche as Chloe, but Chloe just, A, she's MP5, B, she just has better values. I think they have yeah, most of this is gonna be on Chloe. If you couldn't tell. I mean, not Chloe. Most of this is gonna be on Emiya Alter, because he will get his own buff later. They're in a similar situation, but Chloe has crit damage. Emiya Alter does not have that. She does have this. She does have a very similar mana burst. Might get buffed in the future. Who knows? That will depend if they actually ever bring back this event. Probably not. But yeah, this was better. Now it's not. But she still has a 50% battery. She still has 100% star gen on a decent hit count arts MP. Her arts cards have decent hits. She is functionally just a better unit than Emiya Alter. And also none of the crit damage and the star gen, that's not hit based. So like, I don't know, I would take like being able to gen stars off arts cards along with refunding and then critting on the arts cards and just like spamming MP over slightly better refund on arts cards, because again, Emiya Alter has 0.43. Chloe has 0.38 on 6. Like, if you do the math, Chloe just regens better, like, significantly. Like, and if you get crits on Chloe's while she has this up, Forget about it. She's just gonna regen so much more. Am I also saying Chloe might need a buff? Are they gonna do it? Not unless they bring back this event, which they might bring it back. Who knows? It's been long enough. But yeah, I just can't move him up to A. If I had B plus, I would put him in B plus, but I don't on this list. Too many tiers. Now, Sei and Takasugi. If you watched the video I put out on St. Patrick's Day, I'm recording this like right before I go live for the second time today. If you watched that review, you would know these two have identical attack, HP, and MP gain. They're upstairs. Takasugi is literally just a better Sei, like better hit counts across the board than her. The only advantage upstairs Sei had was like 4 in star weight. 4. You know, like half of the star weight of a berserker. But when you compare that to archers, that's like less than 2%, 3%. Takasugi's MP is 8 hits versus Sei's 4. Sei has a whole bunch of damage mods, but if none of them proc, that's just... Granted, they are good damage mods, and they last for the whole turn. But if you're not getting if they don't proc, you don't get anything out of it. What's the point? I think Sei is too conditional to put her in A. So, but she is good. She's in B. She's a harder hitting AoE quick archer in the right circumstances. Emiya loops better than her. Sei isn't even on this list because you have to go super scope and you're with Sei, you're basically at the point that there's no difference between using her for farming and using a buster servant in the same manner, where you're literally just brute forcing with MP gain or like MP batteries. Takasugi, on the other hand, I didn't get to put this in the review. I put this in the comment section that he can do Black Rail. And if we look at his damage, he's hitting up here like at base. So when no one's getting damage mods with these guys, like not Sei, not Charcher, he is hitting up here with some of these servants who have buffed NPs. Let me say that again. He does not have a buffed MP. He is hitting the same as Ishtar, as Tesla, as Arjuna. They have buffed MPs. He doesn't. But, caveat, they all have damage mods. Ishtar has her attack buff. So yes, they will hit harder, but also those are buster servants. Sei? She can. When she gets all her damage mods. And remember, Takasugi can use Black Rail. At that point, it doesn't matter whether Sei... Like, it doesn't matter if Sei is getting her damage mods or not. Like, only if she's getting all 3. And, like, are you really that concerned about a Shadow Servant? Man and neutral together, yeah, you're gonna bring Sei. She's gonna blow him out of the water. But if they're not both, I'd go with Takasugi if it's only one. If I had the choice, because Black Rail, like this increase, this slight advantage in damage, what is 20% more damage? That's not gonna matter if you have a Black Rail. If you have a big Black Rail, you're doing 80% more MP damage along with 2400 attack, 400 of a K scope, which Sei would need. Takasugi, he's not in the category of Gilgamesh, Tesla, but he's an A. Zenobia, I think, does this kind of role a little bit better because she ramps up with crit damage more. Takasugi, he's kind of the embodiment of quick. He ramps up. He might not ramp up quick or like any cards, but he does ramp up quick crit damage. And if you know quick servants, they like to crit when they're not just straight farming. In boss fights, they really like to crit. And when they do, they crit hard. This is I look at this tier list again. I do think people are where they belong. Yeah. I am happy with this. Yeah, so that's it for this one. Sorry that I forgot to say, but I mean, I was gonna have to do this anyway because Takasugi and Emiya alter. Hopefully next year I won't make the same mistake and just forget a unit, or I'll actually save them right so units don't get excluded. All right, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace. If you enjoyed this video, consider dropping a like or a sub. And if you're feeling really generous, give me some feedback on the video in the comment section. I am very much looking to improve in the coming months as the channel continues to grow. Hope to see you in the next one. Peace.